There's always the fight between the soft and the hardware wallets.
Yeah.
You know, back in 2013 when this entire thing came up, hardware gives, additional security, period.
Yes, not your keys, not your wallet.
So back in the days, you had this manager, you had your wealth in your country. You didn't trust so much your country for whatever reason, so you wanted to bring your wealth to a place where you could access, with a key. And then you would go there, and then a manager had a key, you had a key, both of you would put it in a vault, open the storage, and then you go back to your family and say, hold this key. If I die, this is actually the access to your wealth. And 100 years fast forward, it's exactly the same principle. The only difference, we don't need that manager anymore. We don't need to go to a physical location anymore.
I think one thing is very clear right now is that as a treasury company, you need to earn your MNAV. You need to earn why should you be listed, why do you have reason to exist, and why should people invest with you. And one thing will always be the KPI of the whole sector, which is Bitcoin per share growth, right?
Yep.
Because if as a treasury company, you don't increase the Bitcoin per share, then an investor may as well just bought Bitcoin spot in their wallet or even ETF if they could.
Exactly.
There's no point. You need to increase the Bitcoin per share, because that way, if a Bitcoin treasury company does a good job there, it will actually outperform also Bitcoin, right?
Exactly.
And that's one of the reasons why you would do that. It's simple access, but also outperforms with Bitcoin.
You look back over history, there are some things and certain periods in time that changed the face of the world. The English Civil War was one of those in the 1600s. The American Revolution, a couple of 150 or so years later, and gunpowder was the main differentiation. It was gunpowder that allowed the common man and a band of rebels to push back against tyranny, the state, government rule and overreach. In my mind, Bitcoin is gunpowder, and if you put it in a musket, or you technically point the musket at the corridors of power, not actually, of course, but technological pressure, then you can change the outcome of history and potentially keep governments and central banks in check and make sure that they aren't diluting and debasing our currency. And